recording all night, all night. You got me moving side to side.
Your turn, Gina.
I don't have anything.
Come on, bring it on.
Bring it on.
What's up, y'all? This is a very informal,
Candid as it gets.
candid, real-life interview with the one and only Mr. LaMarco.
What up?
Yesterday, he wrapped up his concert with us here in Bangkok, Thailand. And I'm your girl, Phoenix Nobel. And he was with us for a brief stint, 3 months here in Bangkok. And I mean, this is the first time I actually met him and got a chance to work with him. And I want to take this time to let you know a little bit more about him and see what his experience was from his mouth of working with us here in Bangkok. How are you, LaMarco?
Great, how are you?
I
I'm a
know
little tired.
both of us, we're exhausted. Our voices are, this is, you know.
The after party last night, too much.
Right. But he's flying away tonight back to the USA, and so this was the only opportunity we had to do this video interview. And so bear with us. How was your last performance with Foreign Exchange at Levels Club in BKK?
It was really nice. It was surreal. Seeing it all came full circle.
Yeah.
Felt like the first day. And then it was, but with everybody, it felt like the first day, but then having the relationships that I've built, it was very surreal. Yeah, and then I tried to get through the last song and I couldn't. I broke down. There's a lot of love in the room, you know, so you can't really fake that or get around it. So,
what was your best experience of working here in Bangkok?
Man, there were so many. I think when I went to Pattaya and they started playing my videos in one of the clubs where they're just like back to back videos and watching everybody like, oh my god. And
But you
even I know, but it never gets old. I never get used to it. And then also seeing those people, some people are like, oh, I saw you in Levels last week, or I saw you perform. I'm like, I mean, I guess it's not that far, 3 hours, but you know, still just to know that what we were doing was reaching people and carrying over into these other cities, and you know, people were touring here, you know, for vacations and stuff like that. I don't even know if I'm making sense. Am I making sense?
You're making sense to me.
Okay, pretty good. I'm so tired.
Well, I know you as an artist, but I don't really know a whole lot about you, where you grew up, where you're from. Can you tell me a little about your background?
Yes. I hopped around when I was as a child, but like my landmarks, I would say Washington State, and then the Bay Area in California, moved to Los Angeles, to Beverly Hills with my friend from college, and then now I'm in New York.
So NYC, is that where you plan to stay?
For right now, it's like I'm just trying to. It's what I always wanted to do is live in New York, and so you know when I want to do something, I make sure it happens. And so since I moved to New York, but then traveled right away, I haven't really had enough time in New York. So I think I'll stay until I feel like I've had my share of New York.
Okay. And what are your plans when you fly back to NYC now? What do you have lined up?
Oh my God. Shows as soon as we hit the door. June 2nd, June 9th, June 23rd, I think.
Your own original music?
Well, that, and then I'm also going to be going back on stage with my band, the Hook Club. Can't wait to see them.
Shout out to the club. And you'll get to see Trey.
Yeah, I'll get to see Trey as well. Then also wrap up my project that I've been finalizing forever. Famous.
Your song, your new single, Finally Famous?
Well, it's like, thank you so much. It's an EP. Famous is just one of the, it's the title track. So we just shot a video for that 2
And
days
we've been
ago.
performing it on stage, so I feel like I should have been in that video. But this ain't no shade right here, but it kind of is.
Just clouds.
Okay. But Sheena was in the video. Sheena's
Also
doing,
shade, huh?
yeah, but you can admit that. No, your face ain't in it, but I'm just letting her know. This is very like real. She's doing his hair right now because his time is limited. But she made the video and I didn't. I just wanted to let everybody know that.
She wasn't able to commit. Next.
He was. Wait, but okay, we'll talk. No, but what was your worst experience? Not saying maybe you didn't have one, but what was your worst experience here in Bangkok? Like the motorbikes or attitude or, anything that you found that wasn't very pleasant here on this tour?
I mean, I have frustrations with, sound every now and then, because as an artist, it is so important to hear yourself consistently. So, other than that, though, I think I enjoyed my time. Even, there were some, normal things that happen in life all the time that might disrupt your flow in your day. But overall, I think the vibe has been pretty solid, and I loved it. That's probably why I broke down yesterday, because it was just a consistent 3 months of, bliss for me. I've had a great time.
And can I ask, do you have any music idols, people who inspired you to do what you're doing today?
Yes, B. Slade, formerly known as Tone, Michael Jackson, obviously, Brandy.
He loves Brandy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And what did I say first?
What did you say first?
Last one. I have a lot of different influences from a lot of different genres and stuff, and I, try to.
And you do a really good
fuse
job
those.
at fusing them together because it doesn't sound
I'm
like
so. I'm all over. This is horrible. Continue. You usually it's candid.
But this is because this is the real stuff. This is unscripted. This is like the last day he's here.
I can't even beg it.
But I had to do this before he left because I'm really afraid that as soon as he goes back to NYC, he's gonna be this huge star and act like he don't know me. So this is my proof.
The Bible says you gotta watch how you act right now, huh? And then they shall remember. Train up a child in the way you should go.
Fruits, Lord.
She had to coin that already.
I did coin it. But one more question, okay? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Like, what's your vision?
That's an interesting question, and I learned a lot about myself on this trip. And the goals that I had have kind of shifted. I was gonna, I've talked to many labels and stuff like that, and shopped and stuff like that, and nothing is ever guaranteed. So while I still have something I'm trying to attain, I wouldn't say I'm trying to get somewhere in the next 2 years, because seeing how this is all played out, which is nothing that I ever envisioned or planned, and it's been one of the greatest experiences of my life, I think I'm just gonna let it do what it's going to do, and still keep working, obviously, and being diligent towards a bigger goal, but I don't want to put too many limits on what I want to see for myself, because, when you do that, you set yourself up for disappointment, and so I'd rather just go with life and let it take me where it's going to take me.
Okay, I lied. One more question.
Sure.
Or not a question.
Figure.
I want to ask you if you have any advice for people who would like to do this but don't know how, and may not know you, but something that you might have wanted to hear others say before you had a chance to come overseas and follow your dreams. Is there any advice for up and comers?
Know who you are as an artist, because it's so easy to get catapulted into a box, or what you think is going to sell or be commercial or aesthetically pleasing. Know who you are as a person and then as an artist, so that way when things shift out of your control, you still know how to maneuver through that, you know what I mean? So, like if your voice is gone, know your craft, know how can I get around these notes to make this work today, or your communication skills. Ironic because I can't speak today, but be able to talk to people, be approachable and personable and well spoken. That's just all honing into your craft as an artist.
Absolutely.
And your package.
I'm gonna wrap this up, but I want to say this.
Thank you.
Marco has actually been a very significant role in me launching both of my businesses simultaneously. One with my events and entertainment company, Delphi Productions, and two for my artist development center, coaching
Okay.
artists. I mean, basically just bringing it up. Ace of Wands Performing Arts Center, and you train Paul, who is just I mean, and blooming into an amazing flower as we watch, and it's because of your training. So I know he's gonna miss you, but also taking the stage and being a big part of Delphi Productions. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, for sure.
Amazing, and I am so happy that I was able to have you on my roster, and I hope in the future you will come back and join us
Oh, for
again.
sure.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
it's so hard to say goodbye.
I'm not feeling right in my spirit.
To yesterday. This is a song of yesterday.
Come back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
post Marco's links on
Whoa.
this. Sugar Phoenix Novel.
Phoenix.
And cut. Why do you always doing these solos when we should be doing other stuff? No, I think it's time that we had this conversation.
Holding this in.
Cause I'm able to take you anywhere you wanna go. You don't need a ticket to a ride. Use your inhibitions, let your mind just flow.